But you know, talking about Andrew, to put things into perspective to a lot of people listening, I weigh 174 pounds, and Andrew's weight when he started, he was 348, so he was exactly double my body weight.
Right.
And carrying it, and he's actually shorter than me, so he was carrying that on a smaller frame. So this is where I go back to talking about you being a hero, because to me, a hero is someone who saves life. They save someone's life, and just with your YRG, it's people are getting fitter, healthier, but to some people, like Andrew, it's a life-saving thing.
Absolutely. And I didn't really think about it like that, but that's what makes it so cool. And that it's just the beginning, because that's just one goal. You got to remember, I've been out here in Hollywood for for the last 6 years. I've done quite a few films. As a matter of fact, I'm doing a film with a little independent film. Probably, I think it's in June sometime, and I'm doing a TV show with John Snyder from Dukes of Hazzard. Are you familiar with him? John Snyder used to be the Dukes of Hazzard guy. He used to be Superman's in Smallville, Superman's dad. He's on Nip and Tuck now as a recurring guy. Plays like a porn star producer. He's a really handsome, great. He's one of my good friends, and he's got a new show coming out called 26 Miles.
Okay.
And he sent me an email saying, I want you to play the part of this guy who's like a Robert Shaw. So, saying, because, your accent's thick, but nothing like Andrew McMurden's, He's got a stronger accent.
Yeah.
To me, the character that I'm going to play is going to talk a little, a little less cartoony, but I'm going to really wrestle him down into this, because he says things like swabby and stuff, and he lives on a boat. So just like I did with the movie Driftwood, I put that into a spot, that actually worked for the character that I did with, I called Captain Kennedy. So I've also been in, Rob Zombie, who wrote the forward for Yoga for Regular Guys.
Yeah.
Started out, Yoga, give me a effing break, which is classic.
Yeah.
One of the best written forwards ever. He also put me in the movie Devil's Rejects. And I was training him to do YRG at the time. And I'm not like a trainer. I mean just working out with your buddy shit. I don't charge people to work out with me. Because I'm not a personal trainer. I'm a fitness guru. I change people's lives. And Rob, I met with him 3 weeks ago about maybe doing The Unholy 2, because me and Danny Trejo were the only two guys who lived through Devil's Rejects.
Yeah, pretty much everyone else gets killed.
And bottom line is that he told me he got this biker movie that he's got ready to roll out probably this summer, towards the end of the summer, that he's very interested for. So, what I really want to do is do film on top of being the fitness guru. So, if I would have gone right to it in 1999 when I was hotter than hell,
yeah,
I would have got my own agent. I'd have been out there. I'd have been getting roles. I'd have been right in that spot. But I didn't do that. I waited because I wanted to study acting, and I went to Howard Fine's acting studio. Work ethic equals results. I spent 3 years there, and I've got a nice reel of film footage that will be up on my new site that I'm putting together right now. There'll be the actor, the inspirational speaker, because I do speaking gigs and other things there. My goal is to make $50,000 a speech 2 years from now. I'm making pretty good money right now doing it, but I want to be in the top of the top. Not Tony Robbins and stuff, or let's say Bill Clinton might make, $1 million. Whoever that hot guy is. I'm being looking at a top paid speaker percentage of 50 grand a pop, and that's one of my goals. So speaking, acting, and continuing to change lives. That's what my long-term goals are.
Well, that's those are great goals to set for yourself as well. And looking back on your career and even your life, I don't think anyone would have thought, just the different career paths and the twists and the turns that have occurred in your life. It's incredible to be where you are right now. And
right now, Alec. Right now, we are. Right now, ESPN is playing the is playing 1988 and into '89, the AWA.
oh,
And
excellent.
I was a manager then.
Yeah.
And Lee Marshall, who was also, he was a color commentator back then. He just sent me an email saying that this guy who's on the tube right now would one day be a 3-day world champion. Literally shows that anything's possible with a work ethic.
Oh, yeah. Now, before I finish up this interview, there's a guy who a lot of guys have been thinking about, a lot of the fans have been thinking about, and that's Lex Luger. And have you spoken to him recently, and how's he doing?
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
While I'm talking to you,
Yeah.
Lex just called me back. When he left me a message the other day, he sounded phenomenal.
Yeah.
Considering this guy is paralyzed
Yeah.
and broke beyond the level that I want to put out the word of what's happening with Lex, but I don't want to say anything until Lex has given me his stamp on what he wants out there.
Yeah.
So all I'll say is I'm in communication with him. Lex he is changing lives and helping people at a whole nother level.
Yeah.
And I want to try to let out the fans know what he's doing, and I will as soon as I've talked to him. So on that note, why don't we get back together after I've talked to Lex? I'm going to be doing a lot of interviews after I've talked to him.
Okay.
And figured out, what he wants. There's a lot to the story to tell.
Yeah.
But I only want to do what he wants me to do because it's not my story.
Yeah.
So, but I will tell you that he's in good spirits considering this guy has gone through, the fall of the Roman Empire.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he was, one of the biggest names in the sport, and then it just seemed like month after month, bad luck was happening, and it just snowballed.
He created a lot of that. He'll be the first to tell you. He created a lot of that bad luck. We all tend to blame other people, but it's the people who realize, hey, I fucked up here.
Yeah, he's man enough to say it.
Absolutely, and I'm I believe in being responsible for your own actions.
Yeah.
And I make stupid mistakes. Hey, I'll be the first to admit it. And if I get called on it, to say, you know what, I screwed up there.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I'm not going to sit there and lie about it. That's for damn sure.
But just, for a long time, he was at the height of wrestling, and it just, like you said, the fall of the Roman Empire, it just came crashing down, and there were so many people saying such negative things about him, and then he's still managing to stay so positive, and a lot of the fans like myself, we really want good things for him.
So I will, like I say, on our next deal, I got to roll right now.
Okay.
On our next time we talk, it'll be right around the time I'm starting to talk for Lex and put that because I want to be spokesperson for what he's doing. I want nothing out of it. I just want people to help. And I've already got some really good news from some companies and people have stepped up to help him, and he needs your help. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
And he's helping people every day. Because he's talking to kids who are paralyzed. He's going to churches and talking to people. And he's got a great testimony, and that's the best sign. That's the best thing I can tell you about from turning a negative into a positive.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Let's leave it on that, my friend. Like I said in the beginning of this interview, it's been your pleasure.
Thank you very much, and I'll just like to give you an open invitation. Anytime you want to be on the show, we'll just organize it, and that'll be no problem.
All right, brother. I got to go.
Okay, thank you very much. Bye for now.